stand down Babylon. Him a chant down Babylon. I just start a burn down Babylon. Get rid of Babylon.
It's the mindset. Free your mind. Free your mind. Mindset. Free your mind. Free your mind. Hey, not everything that glitter is gold. Not everything that's white is snow. On the mindset, I just start let them know, let them know, let them know. Oh, words from the wise. I just start, we will never lie. Stand tall, he will never die, will forever shine. I just star, shine like the star in the sky. Some hate, some love.
That taught me from a word of care.
Sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer that calls me from the world and leads me at my cross.
IjahStars just a chant down Babylon. Him a chant down Babylon.
This revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First you tell us that it is manly to keep your word. All right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all that the black people in this country are demanding, and even the black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well then, show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well then, stick to your word. And let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man. You're a worm. You're afraid of us. You're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you. And if that's what you're afraid of us, then tell us that just what you're afraid of. But don't keep hiding it from us and holding this up to us, and every time we ask you for something, you give us a little bit of something, and it's all tokenism. We don't want tokenism. And there are most black men in this world that don't want charity. And yet still every time we ask you for something, you give us a little piece, a little piece. You're playing games with us. We're not children. We're big men. I've seen my father have to put up with all kinds of stuff. He was a big man. He raised a family. He went down south, and he had to go around to the back door with his wife. We're not asking for anything. We're not asking for any favors. All we want is what's ours. Now, there are many black veterans who are coming back, and they're mad. They're angry. Do you think that they're going to sit down through this? Our fathers didn't have the knowledge that we had. They sat through it. But there are other black youth that are not going to sit through it. We know about Che. We know about Fanon. We've read the books of our revolution. We've listened to Mao and his quotations. We know where we stand. We're not going to sit for it. We're asking, and if we ask and we don't get, we're prepared to stand up and take it. If I ask a man, I tell a man I am hungry. I tell him I am cold. And I ask him to do something about my condition. And this man holds a loaf of bread right in front of me so I can see it, and I keep asking him, I'm begging him to please give me a slice of the loaf of bread. I am hungry. Then it is known by every psychologist that the next step in the progression is I am going to knock him upside the head and take the bread from him. I'm not going to starve to death. All we're asking, no one wants to see blood. No one likes the smell of blood. No one wants war. Anyone who's been in war doesn't want war. Everyone knows what it is to see the inside of a man's gut hanging out and see your friends die, see relatives die. No one wants to regress back to the state of mind where you have to think it's all for the cause, therefore my mother has to die, my wife has to die, my brothers and sisters have to die. No one wants that. But you're pushing us to it. You're leaving us no choice. We're asking, we're begging. The students up at Columbia, they ask. The brothers down south ask. The brothers in Latin America, the brothers in Africa, they're all asking. All they're doing is asking. Our fathers asked. Our grandfathers asked. The presidents of our universities, our colleges had to go to your back doors to beg that their children be given just enough money so that they could be taught something to live off. And yet still they ask and ask and ask, and you refuse to give them anything. Now, we're just about out of patience. We're not going to ask anymore. The news media says that it's only the young that are militant, only the young that want this and want that. Okay, but we're 40% of the black population now. Or we were a year ago, and still yet we're climbing. Before long we'll be 50%, 55%, and then we'll have the command. We're not going to take it. We're not going to take sitting in rotten parks and in places that just aren't fit for living. We're not going to take it. There's a limit to a man's patience, and everyone knows that God, Christ, heaven, everyone knows that what we're asking is not $1 million. All we're asking for is humanity. We're asking to be allowed to live like human beings. And God, you tell us that this is too much to ask. You're sick. You're definitely sick. How can you tell me that it's too much to ask to be a human being?
IjahStars just a chant.
The US, when they borrow money, they're getting it at 1.5, 1.9 interest rate. Africans, when they get the same amount of money, they're paying 9, 10%. The people who don't need a break, they get a break. The ones who need a break, they don't get a break. The sheer survival of the World Bank, IMF, is based on the fact that African countries and many other developing countries do not succeed. Their success is based on our failure. That has to change. And guess who can make that change? We, the children of Africa, we, the Africans, are the ones who have to say, we know your game now. Enough is enough. We're not playing it anymore. And this is where the diaspora come in. There are more Ghanaian doctors in New York City than in the entire country of Ghana. There are more Nigerian doctors in LA than in the entire country of Nigeria. So let's be serious here. What Africa needs is capacity, capacity, capacity. And that capacity is in the diaspora. So it behooves us to bring the diaspora together. Let them understand what is really going on in our Africa. Diaspora are not going home. Diaspora are angry about Africa because they are not understanding the root cause of why Africa is where it is today. They think getting rid of a president will take care of the problem. Far from it. That president is just going to be replaced by another one who is going to equally suffer from the same difficult environment to work in. So let's look at an Africa that must be free to take care of herself, an Africa that's free from exploitation from outsiders. The multinationals who are stealing from Africa every day in broad daylight. I use an example of the DRC. If you ever fly very low over the DRC, you'll see tarmacs in the jungle. You'll see 747s flying into DRC, picking up minerals and flying right out. The same multinationals are responsible for arming young people and giving them MK-16s. Because why? Their satellites in the skies are telling them where that village is. There are lots of diamonds. So what do? Arm young people, drag them up, and send them to go chop off a few heads. The rest of the village runs away, so they come behind and do their illegal mining. We black people must understand what is really going on. Because what we are shown instead is, oh, look at those Africans killing each other. There are some serious games that have been played in Africa for far too long. And once we understand that, we can strategize as to how we can begin to bring the difference and bring the change that Africa needs. And that change can only come if the African diaspora are united. And the Wakanda villages, as I call them, it is our organized way of saying, starting with one African diaspora center of excellence, it will be a new city, a developmental hub that we can then take from there. Every sector is developed. Take healthcare. How many doctors do we need in this region to take care of this many people? We pick up education, same thing. We pick up engineering. We pick up electricity. How many megawatts of power do we have in the region? How many do we need? Be it solar, be it wind, be it hydro, be it geothermal, be it nuclear.
Blessed love. Blessed love. Yeah, man. Yes, brothers and sisters, we want to welcome Mindset Program IjahStars. We're there. We want to greet the item in the divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Menen I, Father and Mother of Creation. We want to welcome in those beautiful and divine name, one more day above ground. And we're giving thanks and praise for that because nothing no greater than that. Zin? Yes, I saw. Yeah, interesting couple of clips there for jumpstart the program. I hope they are them fuljoy the frequency so far. Zim want to large up everyone in the chat room. Nasaya. And as a man, Zin. Yeah. Selfish food. Selfish food, Zin. Alright. Ivan, manners and respect. Dylan, manners and manners, you know. Yeah, man. Warm welcome to everyone. Zin. So what we are look upon universal suspicion. Zin. Yeah, universal suspicion. And I'm sure no so right now everyone kinda under, some form of suspicion, something no right with what go on right about now. You see me I say? Yeah, everyone everywhere. Something no right. So I just a universal suspicion. You see it? Universal suspicion. So that we are look upon in the night, yeah. Alright? Yeah. So, the item could spread the word still. You see me? Yeah, we are going to stay up until 10 p.m. tonight. Alright? Yeah. Cause everything under scrutiny right now. Everything. You see me? I say people unsure about what really are going. You know what I mean? Everybody unsure. Right around the world. You see me? Even if we go up on a plane right now, people unsure. You see it? And then again, you hear say, new things are, out there in the atmosphere giving problem again. So new development, so, the whole place, everywhere, everyone, under suspicion, universal suspicion. Universal suspicion. And Marcus Garvey did say a little thing about universal suspicion still. You see it? And yeah. Kaya David, honors and manners, bless up the self, Yeah, man. Yeah, Marcus Garvey did talk about universal suspicion, Zane, and we're there in the 20th century now, and Marcus Garvey did talk about that in the 1800s. You see me, I say, yeah. So, how relevant Marcus Garvey still is today. How relevant the man is. Man is so relevant. Christine, honors and manners. Christine Hutchinson Armstrong. Bless up yourself, Yeah, man. How relevant is Marcus Garvey is today. A whole lot of people bypass Marcus Garvey, and a whole lot of people even have the intentions to say, boy, them want to come and speak ill of Marcus Garvey, because I see some things that circulate around the place, you know what I mean, with some virgin, I don't know, what's their agenda, but them I say some real them a spread some serious propaganda about Marcus still. I don't know who pay them to do that. You see me I say? And even though some of the time people now feel pay people these days, sometimes people just, under the impression based on the information that they are privy to. You see me I say? Yeah. So, but I don't know, it look like it's a agenda, where them a spread some serious propaganda about Marcus. You see it? But Marcus was a forerunner, we know that. No one can go before him, no matter what. Marcus cement himself. Zane, Marcus immortalize himself in this thing here. Can't get rid of him. And him have the whole world under suspicion right about now. Marcus is being pulled down by mass media. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, them a try everything in it. But no matter what them do, Marcus is like the whirlwind. Him say the people them for look for him in the whirlwind. So them can take him off of the media. All them want. Yeah. All them want. Zin, but them can't, yeah, I said no, them can't write Marcus out of history. And no matter what them are going to try, or what them are going to do, they cannot. You see it? You cannot. But we already see certain things still where a lot of ones kind of disregard, the works, the works of Marcus, what Marcus stood for, So people are disregard the thing. African black people, diaspora. Interesting thing the elder did I say a while ago, that the diaspora, the role that the diaspora go and play in forwarding to Africa. Because I know enough people, them say them not come from Africa still. Well, all of them people, them can't stay. I don't want to me talk. Zin, me talk about the ones them when no say Africa them come from. No matter through them born in the West. Zin, them are African. Now, at the eye them. Zin, at I and I, we Africa make that transition to Africa. Zin, the same saying that Africa awaits its creator. It going to be I and I that. And Africa awaits its creator is not to look down on our brothers and sisters in Africa to say they are not creators, because they are. That is our bloodline. That is, that is the source of the creators. See it? Yeah. So it's not for say why the Africans them where come from the diaspora is any better than the Africans that is already on the continent. None at all. That is not it. See it? So, universal suspicion. Zin, universal suspicion. What Marcus Garvey say about it? Marcus Garvey say, humanity everywhere is struggling towards political and economic opportunity. In this struggle, we are confronted with a rivalry of keenness, mind, of the age. Each race and nation seeking to present its best to the world. So much expected to each by the different rivals that it's become impossible to reach an amicable settlement and to establish a universal confidence. It can be plainly seen that no one race or nation trusts the other. There is a universal suspicion that over the conduct of every great leader, representative of his race or nation. It is this suspicion that limits the Washington 4-pack treaty. It is this suspicion that caused the failure of the Geneva Conference. It is this suspicion that is going to wreck the ultimate many of nations and empire of today. There be throwing into obscurity many of the races that now dominate the affairs of man. We as a race are called upon today to play our part, and we must do it well. it is spread of the universal suspicion that caused nation to distrust nation and race to distrust race, which also have distrust which makes it impossible for us to believe in anyone else but ourselves. Marcosai Selassie Jah Rastafari. Yeah. Repeating the closing verse. Zane, of the philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey. In the spread of this universal suspicion that caused nation to distrust nation and race to distrust race, we also have distrust which makes it impossible for us to believe in anyone else but ourselves. Sila Selassie Jah Rastafari. Marcosai Selassie Jah Rastafari. Yeah. Honorable Marcus Garvey. Zane. Universal suspicion. Yeah, man. May I tell her, blessed love, all powers, IjahStars. Live right, honorably, you know. Everything living sure, ever sure. What is the Maroon Independence Card going to do for anybody? Especially when it was the British who made the treaty and don't even honor it. Well, if you look this way, you know, see some card that go a draw this up. You know, see some card that go a draw this up. Zane, and furthermore, you know, Zane, them virgin there, even though them are Africans still, you know, them was some collaborators, you know. Zane, there were some collaborators, and they would have seen as some sellout. You understand? In all honesty, when you look at it today, there were some collaborators. You understand? Because you know you're fighting for something. Zane, you're fighting for freedom, or you know you fight for that, and you manage to forget that now. And when you get that freedom that you fight for, you decide, say, the virgin them who you did a fight with, you go and make them draft up some agreement. Now you not. This is the I don't know. This is madness. This is madness. Madness. And people should believe into this thing, and you know it's the indigenous people of Jamaica and where. Listen. You see that treaty there? That treaty there is not to Marcus Garvey, it's not to Prince Emmanuel, and it's not to Haile Selassie. It's not to Empress Menen. So them can't keep that. Zane, them can't keep that. Them can't keep that. That is not for African people. Zane, that is not for African people in the diaspora. You understand? Yeah. His Majesty give land and also a constitution, Zane, for black people in the diaspora and anywhere them find themselves in the earth. So we don't need no treaty with no guy who did a fight with. And when we defeat them say, all right, make we agree upon this then, and you hold this and we hold this. And no, You still a try dictate to us and a tell us how things supposed to go. And once we accept that, that is just madness. That is just madness there. You know what I mean? It's just madness. So, I don't know, we have to know ourselves. And as I say, universal suspicion. You know, a whole pa suspicion. You know, we heard the other day say them the Virgin a man angle people up there and all of them something there. You see me I say? Where it's like him becoming a dictator. So certain narrative what we see surface in the space. You know what I mean? It's like the Virgin is a dictator, I'm a dictate now. You know, with the little power. I don't know. But then again, see me I say, you don't know who them signed to. you don't, well, you know who them signed to. Them signed to the crown. Because them signed a treaty with the crown. See? And we all know what the crown deal with. See? I know what the crown deal with. You know, you hear in the news, one of them and the Virgin were, I don't know. One of them over here from the crown involved in some little fuddle-duddle in America, man, where them a try extradite him to America, man. Eh? So, we all know the type of, you know what I mean? And if you sign deal with them, then we know. Capleton sing one song, say, yo, from you see them, you know them. You know who send them, so. You know what I mean? And from them them done bow already, them can't say them sorry. You know? Because you forgot sign a treaty. You know, if you sign no treaty, if you say, hey boy, I wanna go away from you, sir. What kind of treaty you now come talk about sign? A fool on the take with her. Man on the pack up on the come off our island. Zed? And you come off of the island, man. And no matter how far gonna leave every ship, gonna get swimming. Yeah, all right, gonna take one ship. No, but it's a serious thing, not it, you know. It's not a joking thing. You see me? But you go and sign a treaty now where, I don't know, and this is the state of the people. This is the you know, mind of the people. Mind of the people. See it? Christopher, bless up yourself. Yeah. Yeah, so it's just a serious thing, you know? Yeah, it's just a serious thing. Honored by that crown. Bless up, just son. Jamaica is not even a republic, so you really think them are going to give some people separate sovereignty? No, is all right. Watch out. Draw the history of the island there. Zin, you have the port, you have the Spaniard that came. Zin. And them demolish, them massacre off the Tainos. Right? Then you had the British came. And them kill some of the Spaniards just to take over the land. See? Now, them take over the land. If the African them beat them Zane, them should have kicked them off of the island. Because that has been the history that have been coming down. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that. Zane? So, you know, when I look on it, it's just, you know, a big scam. Big scam a go on there, so. You understand? Big scam a go on. You know, you see some people just rise up in a certain space of time, and, you know, you wonder what really a go on, you know? Yeah. New face. You know, new face all of a sudden, boom, just like that. Yeah, I say, wow. And, you know, a whole talk behind it. So, everything under scrutiny, big suspicion, universally. I saw it set right now. You understand? So it's set right now. Marcus says so much is expected of each by the different rival that become impossible to reach an amicable settlement to establish a universal confidence. So nobody now have no confidence in them. Nobody can reach no amicable, you know what I mean, stance where them could have said, yeah man. But no. So where the Maroon is concerned, Zane, that's you know, it's a scamming thing I go on. You see me? Yeah man, a big scamming thing I go on. You understand? And then again, you know, all the place really running now. You need faces for these little enterprises. And that little enterprise we are on, the virgin who them say is the head. Him is just the face there. And you know what I mean? Them need a face, you know. Just everybody. Just like the Prime Minister, the opposition, you know, everybody. But guess what? Them get paid by somebody every month. Somebody pay them every month. Them don't pay themselves. Somebody pay them every month. So them is not running anything, you know. Them is just the face. And someone is paying them to be the face. Go out there and talk. Look like you're doing something while you're out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because we're paying you. This is what we're paying you to do. So them bridging there, them is just a face right there, so. You know what I mean? A face, them what them are used for scam. When I say him a scam, you know. But who is paying him is the scammer. Universal suspicion, man. Asha, bless up, you know. See? Yeah. Who are paying them? Who is paying them? Who is paying them? That is it. Humanity everywhere is struggling towards a political freedom and economic opportunity. See? Where are they getting their economical opportunity from? who is paying them? Who is paying them to be that face? See? That probably not even important still. Who is paying them? But the fact of the matter is, they're not in control. That is the point, you know. They're not in control. No, they're not in control. They only look like they're in control. Yeah, check the RV. Case 1950, Apongchong, St. Elizabeth. The court basically spelled it out that the Maroons are all Jamaican and not exempt to any law. But this is the thing, you know. This is the thing. I said this a few nights ago, that the Jamaicans, Zane, is not the African them, you know, we're up on the land there, you know. We assimilate, you know, to be Jamaicans, you know. The Jamaicans is the circular virgin them who leave from England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales and go to Jamaica. And them go there and beat off the Spaniard them off of the place, you know, and change the name and say it name Jamaica. And them get the name. Virgin, what I'm telling you, man, look in Australia. The Virgin them leave from England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, them go a judgment ball Australia or New Zealand, and them massacre half the people them, and them call it New Zealand, and everybody will live there. Them no name English again, you know. Them name New Zealand or Australian. So, come on, man. What I'm telling you, man. What I'm to the people. What I'm to the people. And these are simple things, you know. It's not no fly in the sky, nothing, you know. So, if them do the same thing, left from England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and go to the island of Jamaica, beat off the man them down there, and name it Jamaica. See? Now that the man them do, man. Now that the man them do, you know. So now the African them name not Jamaican in the blood. I'm tired for telling you, you know. And the African, I am not Jamaican, you know. Jamaican for I is just a nationality, you know, because I'm born on the island, you know. But me not Jamaican. No. And the man them were left from England here, and them are the Jamaican. You stay there. Listen, the man them left from England and them go over America and them beat off and massacre off the Indian man them. And what them call themselves? Them call themselves American. Then, don't tell me nothing. So, want confuse themselves and, you know, want to be confused can continue being confused. You know, these things are simple. And people have to know themselves, Virgin, and know who they are. So, back to the question, the Maroons are exempt to Jamaican law because, yeah. And then again, I don't know. They arrest him for having ganja in his house and try to find under maroon threat, stating that he was American, they are all British. Yeah, Americans, they are all British. All of them. All of them. It's not even hard. All people have to do is read and do them own research and stop listening to long ear guys and dirty foot philosophers who fueled by emotion and romanticize and ignorance. Yeah, well, reality people have to do their own research, man. You see me I say? It's just simple as that, you know. People have to do their own research, you know. So, I'm not fly in the sky, knock my people. Zane? I'm not fly in the sky, nothing. So, all who want defend Jamaica and say, boy, them are Jamaican. Yeah, well, of course, everyone entitled to that. You see me? Everyone entitled for that. You see me? But us here, you know, you see, that is another deception, you know, and division, you know. You see it? Deception and division. Because then you stop see yourself now as being African, you know. You start to see yourself as being this assimilation, secularism. Zane? That is, and then you start, because you check some Jamaican, you know, them say them not have nothing to do with judgment by Africa, you know. You check some Jamaican, them say them is not African, me I tell you. And at that type of energy they feed into why you will have people think that way, that they are not African. See? The maroon are mixing up with more maroons and trying to revise history that the Atlantic slave trade never occurred. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know, them can't rewrite history. You know, it done there already. It done happen. You see me? It done happen, you know. The reality is Mansa Musa did travel, Zane, and you probably did have Mansa Musa. I don't think Mansa Musa would have been the first man. You know what I mean? You would have probably have other brethrens, you know, a travel come that way a long time. You see me I say? Yeah. So, of course, you have Africans who did travel from Africa and come into the Caribbean. Zane? But them wasn't Caribbeans. There were Africans that traveled from Africa that go into the Caribbean long before the transatlantic. You see me I say? So, that doesn't make them aboriginals. That is madness. That is another madness again. Zane, that doesn't make them aboriginal. That make them African said way. Zane, because if the African them travel from Africa, them are still African. The leopard not change his spot. It's madness. Ah, boy, I tell you. What is that? Them never think about suffering them ancestors. Them got you. Alright. Them disrespect the ancestors. Idiot try to tell that Maroon Town in Jamaica was settled by. And really more. Yeah, well, so it go. But anyway, I could just drop this thing here because when I go really, and I really that's everything, but you know everything under the scope, universal suspicion, you know, yeah.
Years, computer chips will cost as little as a penny. That's cheaper than garbage, cheaper than scrap paper. So computer chips will be everywhere and nowhere, including our contact lenses. So when we put on our contact lenses and blink, we will go online. And who were the first people to buy internet contact lenses? College students taking final examinations. This means that my students will blink and they will not have to memorize all the things I've been talking about. This is going to revolutionize education because we cannot force students to memorize things that they can simply blink and get. And then if you feel sick, you will blink and see RoboDoc. RoboDoc is artificially intelligent, talks to you in plain English or Russian or whatever, speaks any language, accesses the entire internet for sound medical advice, almost for free. This is going to revolutionize the medical establishment. We'll still have doctors, but doctors will use RoboDoc as an aid. And if you're in a car accident in a foreign country, you don't speak the language, you'll talk to your wristwatch and talk to RoboLawyer. RoboLawyer understands the law in any country, in any language. In fact, I personally believe that artificial intelligence, the robotics industry, will eventually become bigger than the automobile industry of today, because your automobile will become a robot. You will talk to it. You will argue with it. You'll have discussions with your car about the best route to take. And when you want to park the car, you simply tell your car, park yourself. And the car parks itself. This is going to revolutionize urban economics when you don't have to worry about parking anymore. And then the next organ to be digitized is the brain. You may not know this, but 2 years ago, scientists were able to upload the first memories. Memories can now be uploaded and downloaded. This makes possible BrainNet. BrainNet could be the next step in the evolution of the internet. Instead of zeros and ones, instead of text, you'll put emotions, feelings, sensations, memories. Teenagers will go crazy. Teenagers put happy faces at the end of every sentence. Why bother to do that when you can put the emotion of your first dance, your first kiss, your first whatever right there on the internet? And so in the future, when you walk into a room, you will mentally command the internet. You'll take dictation mentally. You'll turn things on, turn things off, communicate with other people. People will think of you as a wizard of some sort, mentally communicating with everything around you. That's BrainNet. And then biotech is being digitized now. We can create a human body shop. We can create from your own cells, so there's no rejection mechanism. We can create skin, bone, cartilage, noses, ears, blood vessels, heart valves, bladders, complete windpipes can be grown in the laboratory. The next organ to be grown, by the way, is the liver. So for all you alcoholics in the audience, take heart. We may be able to grow your next liver. So even the economy is now being digitized into something I call perfect capitalism. You see, capitalism is based on supply and demand. But you don't know who's cheating you when you buy something. You don't know what the profit margin is. In the future, your contact lens will scan everything in a store, tell you who's cheating you, tell you who has the best product, what is the profit margin on every single thing that you can scan with your contact lens. And so capitalism becomes perfect supply and demand. This means that there are winners and losers. The losers will be middlemen. Because why did Amazon become so big? Why did Airbnb, why did Uber become so quickly so large? Because they digitized the middlemen. So I tell my friends, if you want to become a billionaire, take an industry, take any industry, write down all the places where there's friction, where there is middlemen, where there's obstruction, where there's frustration. List all the places in any industry, digitize it, and you too could become another Amazon founder.
Thank you, Professor.
And
good futurism, that is a future with both.
Down Babylon. Him a chant down Babylon. I just a burn down Babylon. Get rid of Babylon.
Yeah, every time. Yes, so the whole world under suspicion, man, universally. You are going. I know say a whole pound and a surprise still. Whole pound and a surprise still. Yeah. Yeah, you know what say? The way the thing set up right now, you know. The way the thing set up right now. If people don't think for themselves, Zane, yeah, if people don't think for themselves. Because some people feel like what is going on is a game, you know. Certain things is there to distract people, you know. Don't get caught up in the distraction. Zane? Yeah, don't get caught up in the distraction. Yeah, don't get caught up in that. Because, here, I see somebody make one post or a comment on one of them posted today. Zane, and she was asking me to speak about the injustice against woman and girl child in Jamaica. Zane, I didn't plan to come and speak about that tonight. You understand? And you know we are gonna deal with that on a different occasion. Zane, just like the other rest of stuff them, me say the eye them are dropping at the thing. Yeah. Watch here. You know, say you have bigger platform than this platform here. World renowned. I call them radio personnel, name it. Big people who stand up for something, I suppose. And them is not saying anything. So who is IjahStars now? IjahStars is just IjahStars. Nobody don't know who IjahStars. IjahStars is the unknown. Zane. So them big guys they now wanna dropping at the chat room and thing. Them big guys they gonna have to deal with them own affairs. Because if the big guys, them who bigger than IjahStars, not saying anything, and who is IjahStars? Who is IjahStars? Them have a bigger, huge thing than IjahStars, man. You see it. Goddess Akusia, blessed love, honorable sister. Anners and manners. Ghana. Rastafari. Yeah, man. West Coast of Africa. Yeah, man. More love and strength, you know. No man, you see, me do what I can. You know, what I can, I do what I can. You see me I say? And yeah. We not go feed for them narrative or the thing what them are pushing up because them have an agenda, you know. You see me I say? Yeah. You are mad and father soon don't play yourself all the way have a voice. Yeah, well, my voice is here. Me don't know what else. What else you know want me to do? Take Jesus off of the cross. That's what you want me to do. And dash upon the people and say the blood of Jesus is against you. I must that you want me to do. You imagine? Listen man. Everyone gonna have to give an account, you know, man. No one escape no judgment around here, you know. So any guy who feels that them escape any judgment, everyone gonna have to give an account. So no matter what you do, no matter what you prefer, you're gonna have to give an account, man. You see me? Everyone gonna have to give an account. That is the reality, and that is, you see, because all of these things is out there. And as me say, you have ones who begin at the thing and them should say, yo, wow, what go on? Everyone silent. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, you just have to observe and, you know, observe. you just have to observe. You see it? You just have to observe it. You know what I mean? Because that's all we can really do. What else we can do? You see me? Them say you can lead the donkey or the ass to the well. But you can't force them to drink no water. It's up to them if them want to drink the water. And then, you know, the fool in the abundance of water thirst. You see it? But thirst for what? What is it? Rasmaisha, honors and manners. You see it? Thirst for what? What am I thirst for? You know? So, you have to just low, you know, low people. Certain energy because, I'm not going to give certain thing my energy. You see me I say? No. Certain things not going to get my energy right now. My energy right now is towards the upliftment of I and I people. That is where my energy they right now, you know. Not towards some guys were already nice and alright and, you know, they take up them device and I look and say, oh, them boy, they talk about we again, you know. You look, you know, see what, you know. No, I don't have no time for that. You know what I mean? The upliftment of I and I people, I and I in the diaspora. You know what I mean? What we are going to do towards going towards Africa. That is where I meditate upon. You know, some little joke thing where, you know what I mean? The people them want to, you know, like is that entertainment. You know? No, this is not, hey, my people, this is not entertainment, you know, over here, say, you know? This is not no mix up over here, so business, you know? No, man. No. None at all. This is for uplift I and I as a people. This is what this is all about, you know. This is what this is all about. Some things have to really get the thing pushing. You see what I say? Yeah. Something is like a springboard. Springboard. You use the springboard them. Yeah. So it's not no mix up thing over here, sir. What we are dealing with? Marcus Garvey we are dealing with. Marcus Garvey said, look to the east. Black people in the diaspora must look to where? The east must look to Africa. Now a serious time. You think them Gaia where have everybody under suspicion right now? When you think a joke business them depend? When you feel like a joke, them a joke with you know? Them not a joke with you know, you know? So if you don't want to be distracted by entertainment, here what? Netflix and one of them something there. HBO or Showtime. You know what I mean? Righteous upon the mindset is not that. I can't tell you no. I can't tell you no. So now that's why we saw, all right, if the Chinese, them there, Africa take it over. You feel proud if you know, say, you is an African, then or your ethnicity is of African descent. Then, listen, leopard not change them spots, so the ethnicity business not gonna work with I. You understand? You're African. Then, your ethnic background, them something there are some European term, but ethnicity and all that. Them something there are European term. Then, you are African and that is it. So, do you feel proud to say that the Chinese, they are taking over Africa while we're here? Do you feel proud of that as an African? Or, you know, your ancestors are from Africa? You feel proud? Nah, man. You feel proud of that, brother? Country. I saw it name country. Country. Look like I saw it ago. Country. But me afraid of African leader over there. Yo, listen. The leader them not bad everywhere, man. Everywhere you go, the leader them not bad. How much people love Bro God now? All of the people that did love Bro God last year, you know. You know, say probably about 1% of them people that still love him, you know, you know. So, all of them everywhere. But the reality is, because, alright, watch it, you know what? This social media thing is not a normal thing, you know. Because I see a virgin, you know, a black virgin. Him a push why you shouldn't go to Africa, you know, as a black man, you know. Him, on his channel, him is telling you why you shouldn't go to Africa. I mean, I say, Rasta, seriously? You have a black man, he's saying you why you shouldn't leave from the West and go to Africa. You have a black man on YouTube. You see me? Madness. See? White people have hundreds of acres of land farming food export from every day. Yeah, and black people feel like say them just for their own so in the West and work for some guys all the day of them life. See? It can't work. Can't work. You see me? Britain sold JA to the Chinese. Look at that. Big universal suspicion that again. That under suspicion. Look at that, man. Look at that. So all of the Jamaican them we are fight for be Jamaican. Them soon be Chinese now. Them soon be Chinese because the Chinese never fight the Britain them or the British them to take over. Them just pay them some money and say, yo, no go where? Our place this now. Yeah. And it's the China man them build up a whole road in Jamaica and nice of the place. Wanna stay there. Wanna go on, man. Wanna go on. Wanna think bro God love on you know. Wanna think bro God love on you. Wanna think bro God love on you. Alright. Wanna go and believe say bro God love on the said way. I wouldn't discourage anyone from go, but even I have been to Africa twice, and I can say them just as twist up as we. So, brother, where you feel say, if you twist up, you know feel say the African them are go twist up too. You're African, you know. Where you feel say? Where you feel say, man? And the leopard don't change them spot. Just remember that. Zane, just remember those. There's enough dons you got in a Jamaica and you will find Japanese in Spain. They record a copy with culture and how we let that happen. I don't know. Listen, the government them make certain deals and let in who for come in and who not for come in. The government you have to ask the government, the guy them who wanna vote for, cause wanna love vote for people, you know. I always vote for the wrong people them. So at them guy there make them decision there. You know, look, in a way, last year or probably late last year or early this year, we see the Chinese take control at the port, at Kingston port, the shipping harbor, Rasta, joke business. The last time we did at Jamaica, them say a judgment ball, the Mexican them around the airport. That's I'm gonna come tell me about Jamaican. I'm gonna go where? I love the accent though. I can run with some bum, run with some guy. Then I am African. And the sooner you find out this thing, you know say, yo, Jamaica is not for us. Then everyone have to find their own vine and victory, you know. They said people them with them boy they kill off, you know, come bust us and all of them from all long, you know. Them people they want about them Judgment Ball Island, you know. You think the people them don't want about them place? The people them want about them place. Wanna occupy the people them place and I come talk about wanna Jamaican. People them want about them Judgment Ball squatters land. On the each up pan. People them want it back. You see a Judgment Ball murder the English boy them murder a whole of people and take over the place. See? So when I come talk, Jamaica and of the black people them were there on the island. It is not for them. See? Yeah, I know Jamaica dear to our heart blood. Sweet, sweet Jamaica. Nah turn back. Yes, on a love on a hockey and thing and yeah. But the reality is the place is not our place. The reason we allow people to do not look like us, we have been brainwashed into self-hate. Yeah, that man programming, man, the people and program with hate with self. You see me? And that then now is another Willie Lynch thing. That is a Willie Lynch. The syndrome of Willie Lynch is still in full effect. A play out upon the people them. You understand? Because the whole Willie Lynch thing, is just a self-hatred mechanism that, Yeah, man. The man said that thousands of years that I got take for break, And we just the 500 and odd years, Yo, Rasta, I don't think a joke. The Willie Lynch syndrome, that the man say thousands and odd years that I got take, and we just the 500 and odd years. 400 and odd years to be more precise. See? So I go and said way, man. I go and play. I don't feel like say Babylon a play with you. I don't stay there. I don't feel like them guys they play with you. Them guys they look pound and laugh. And I say, them go down and say, oh, that one IjahStars there, you have to watch him. Him is trying to wise up the people. Him is trying to clue them up. But it seems like their neck is stiff, said we. Oh, I did got it. I was... But I can tell you, Europe and America own far more than the Chinese. Africans, what own? Africans want to own. Ain't Africans? Jamaicans then want to own. Jamaicans want to own. Yeah. You said the Americans and the English them own more, or the Europeans them own far more. See? Than the Chinese. You're not even here are the Africans them. That not even included. That's why you have these summits where them have you have the G8 Zine and the G7 or whatever them want to call them. And those summits are the financial the leading financial powers of this world. And Africa is not a part of it. Africa is not a part of it. Can you believe that? With all the gold, oil, diamond, all the resource, Africa is not a part of. Africa is not a part of it. Then them boy they are thief. Then them boy they are thief them. You hear me I say? Them boy they are thief because them I say, hey, you see them African boy they them corrupt, them more we teach them how to be corrupt, but them more corrupt than we, so we can't involve them in this because them will scam out everything. Them will leave with dry. So them guys the way I run them G this and G that. Them are criminals. See, and that's why them don't involve the Africans, them. Yeah. So these are the things that we have to look into. These are the things that we have to look into. And we are come talk about some little tribalism against one another and all of these things. And she said the boy them are bluffing and run away with the world. Hey. Wanna stay there. Marcus said, can we do it? The man said, of course. Of course we can. Of course we can. They are seizing everything because the leaders can't pay back the loan. Listen. You see, any loan them give African leaders, as corrupt as them as corrupt as them be. You see, any loan them give African leaders, them supposed to give them. Zin, them supposed to give them because them owe more than judgment by loan. You understand? Them owe far more than loan. Them, listen, them whole empire, everything where them have. Now, this is not segregation or thing, you know. I don't want no one get me wrong around here, you know. Leave me now. Everything, because you take out Africans out of Africa, you bring them around here, you put them for slave, and then build up everything, blood. Everything, then build up everything. Everything. Seeing? So any loan where African leaders get, all if them not pay it back, them supposed to get it. Zin, them supposed to get it. Because them boy can't pay we back. Everything what them take out. Control the whole of South Africa. Come on, man. You talk about loan. Virgin, people, this is not a joke thing, you know. Zin, because we can there we talk and we. But what is it that we're actually going to do? You know what I mean? Because we can't talk all day long, all night long. Then may have the knowledge. May have the knowledge. May have the information. So I can't talk all night long. But what is it that we're going to do? Zin, what is it that we're going to do? Zin? Because action speak louder than word, you know. Because that may I say, you know, I can't talk all night long, you know. But what IjahStars going to do after him done this talk here tonight? What going to be the next move? Probably me not going to disclose that to everyone, Zin. But at least someone must have some inkling that we can't continue in another direction here. Because what is it that we have when we look upon the whole world and everybody have and we do not have, whether we be Trinidadian, Barbadian, you know, what is it that we really have as a people collectively that we can say, yo, black people, we own that in our way, own that in our way. What? People, think serious, man. Think serious. African roots. Yeah.
They're paying black women not to have babies now. They got all kind of plans to stop our race. Well, everyone,
so when we know all of this,
getting into birth
so now
control,
a man with my knowledge, what can you tell a man like me now? What's your suggestion? That's your question. Okay, you talking to me, not a dumb Negro or pork chop eater, don't know the truth. I'm free now. I woke up. Now, what are you going to tell me now? I done gave you my solution, some land of my own, doing something for myself like you, England, and America do. Now, I know you're not against the black man. I know you're not against me having my land, are you? I know you English and ruled and slaved forever for a long time. But do you still today don't want me to have my own country and build for myself and govern myself? Would you think that's bad if we thought like that? So what's your solution to my problem? 1974, then you all just, a white man just flew from New York to England in an hour, less than 2 hours. You all are so progressive. You're walking around on other planets. Now, today, I'm intelligent too now. What's your suggestion? What should be my movement? Integrate?
Yeah, equal rights in a mixed society.
In this society, where you still own the government, you still own the train station, the railroad plant, the lecture plant, these television cameras, you still make all the food, you control everything, and I'm like a leader.
On want to play that again? Let me play it again because that not sing. I know that not sing.
They're paying black women not to have babies now. They got all kind of plans to stop our race.
Well,
so when we know all of this,
getting into birth
so now
control,
a man with my knowledge, what can you tell a man like me now? What's your suggestion? That's your question. Okay, you talking to me, not a dumb Negro or pork chop eater, don't know the truth. I'm free now. I woke up. Now, what are you going to tell me now? I done gave you my solution, some land of my own, doing something for myself like you, England, and America do. Now, I know you're not against the black man. I know you're not against me having my land, are you? I know you English and ruled and slaved forever for a long time. But do you still today don't want me to have my own country and build for myself and govern myself? Would you think that's bad if we thought like that? So what's your solution to my problem? 1974, then you all just, a white man just flew from New York to England in an hour, less than 2 hours. You all are so progressive. You're walking around on other planets. Now, today, I'm intelligent too now. What's your suggestion? What should be my movement? Integrate?
Yeah, equal rights in a mixed society.
In this society, where you still own the government, you still own the train station, the railroad plant, the lecture plant, these television cameras, you still make all the food, you control everything, and I'm like a leader.
IjahStars just a chant down Babylon. Him a chant down Babylon. IjahStars a burn down Babylon. Get rid of Babylon.
Yeah. Why we are going there in a place where we don't own anything? See, we don't own anything, people. We in the diaspora here. We don't own nothing round here. See? Yeah, I know our things, them blood. We have to go Africa, go own our things. And that's how our things there. That's how is where our things is. But nobody telling them nothing, you know, man. Africa, that's the thing there. That's our thing there. Why everything happen? Look, them say Africa, them have this thing I come out of Africa now. Open on the eye, you know, people. Open on the eye. Them say them shut down couple African destination. Zane? Universal suspicion. Universal suspicion. What really a go on? While we there think say boy, this is all a game, don't it? Yeah. Some things entertaining and tickling on a fair little bit and yeah, on everybody, yeah man, some mix up and no. You know, some bigger judgment ball thing are go on. Them thing there is small thing. Listen me, them thing there is small, minute. Zine? To what really are go on, the universal suspicion here. Everybody I wonder what really are go on. Some things not add up, you know. Some things, whole part things not add up. Everything wanna come and tell with them not adding up. So what really are go on? Africans, hear me good. Organize decentralize. Unity are our greatest position right now. Zane, unity is our greatest position right now. No matter where you're there. No matter where you're there right now. Unity. African people. The rest of the world unite already, you know. Africans in the diaspora. Ununa say we outnumbered. We're outnumbered, you know. And unorganized. Wow. Wow. See our position? You think some guy who can come sing some little highfalutin judgment ball song, na entertain a guy. Entertainer is for themselves and them friends and them family. Think them a kid, you think them busy about uno? So I have time. Zane? You know see what them do with the entertainers them we are showing the thing. You know see what them do? The entertainer them we are show uno the real thing. That uno can see what is really going on. You know see what them do? Come on, man. Come on. Zane? Rasta. The ones them will take craft the counsel against the Lord and is a night insane. See what Jah do with them. Our people. Africa, you know. Not to read. Bless up in a bubble. Oh, this is send me. Sin. Yeah, my people. Not to read. Bless up in a bubble. Bless up. You know, if I go read out that there, if I go read out that there now, I don't want them flag the channel. Because them good like that. Them. You know what I say? Them neat like that, so. But, my people, now entertain a guy, man. Listen to me, man. Everybody, you hear me play one song from Ras Marshall last night. Everybody in the same boat. All the entertainer them. See? Because the entertainer them feel say them love them, you know. The entertainer feel say, yeah, true. Them guys are call them on some shows and them do this and them do that and them get some big money and where and everything nice. Them feel say, yeah, man. Our friend them. Those are some good, decent people, you know. You know, say, you're there in the same boat. See? You're in the same boat. Your house could be like Buckingham Palace. See it? Could have the biggest car. Most whatever. You're in the same boat. You're in the same boat. Your ancestors came in the same boat anyway. You know what I say? And I is with ancestors, and with ancestors is I. So we all in the same boat. See? So my people, I only have to be wise in this thing, you know. You see me I say? Only have to be wise in this thing. Yeah. Only have to be wise. Because I play thing I go on, you know. I don't feel like a play thing I go on, you know. A serious thing I go on in the blood. A serious thing I go on, you know. My people, a serious thing I go on, man. You see me? Yeah, man. Why don't feel enough people quiet on certain things? Because you're not allowed. If you say certain things, them come down. You know, drunkra? Yo. Me never seen no white drunkra yet still. I'm not telling no lie. But you have some drunkra. Them worse than drunkra. You hear me I say? When them fly down, so enough people now say nothing. See? And you can overstand. You can overstand. You see me? Because the vultures are there. Drunk or a vulture, you know. Yeah, man, you have some you have some vulture boy. Yeah. But you got to be a gurach on the burr in this time, you know. Yeah, man. You have to be a gurach on the burr in this time. Yeah, I want to large up everyone in the chat room. It's good that we can gather here, sir. You see me I say? This is why we have this platform here. Because we can do this. Look how much are we there, sir. You have people all around the world. You have people in Africa right now communicating, networking. See? I saw them want to have it, you know. This virtual life. Want to take away the reality and have we in a virtual space. People. When you go and feel say this is a joke thing, you know? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, man, it's a serious thing I go on, you know what I mean? Serious thing I go on. Yeah. So, you know, we have to know our people. Zane? Yeah, we have to know. We have about 12 more minutes upon the live here in a Zane. Another 12 more minutes and we are going to seal up. But we want to get out of the virtual space there. You know, we have to get in the reality where we can gather face to face in numbers. You see me, I say? Yes, science and technology improve and advance. And we are using it right now. And we are using it for a good and you know, something for benefit we as a people. This is how we are using a platform here right now, you know. Yeah, man. Some things is just a springboard. We have to gather the people them and direct the people them to the east. Zane, the east of Africa. That's how we have to look as a people right now. The illusion thing, yeah, it not gonna work out. Not gonna work out, my people. So all of them things what them bring in nowadays, you see me, I say, forget we distracted from what we're supposed to be doing. We have to focus. Yeah, man, we have to focus. Yeah, we have to focus. So let's see, I know. You see it?
See, Jomo Kenyatta once said, when the missionaries arrived, the Africans had the land and the missionaries had the Bible. They taught us how to pray with our eyes closed. And when we opened them, they had the land and we had the Bibles. Do you see how swiftly they pull wool from the Lamb of God over our eyes? The greatest lie colonialism ever told was that it brought God to Africa. Yes, they brought their Bibles, but they did not bring God to our lands. Yes, they brought their churches, but they did not bring God to our lands. Yes, they brought their guns, but they did not bring God to our lands. What they brought was an image made to justify the breaking of our bodies like communion bread, a false idol that to this day I still see hanging so many Kenyan homes, a frame full of blonde hair, pink and pale skin, eyes, a light blue piercing enough to draw blood, to have already drawn blood.
Yeah.
"10 years, this will be a Chinese colony." Because you cannot talk of political independence when you have no economic independence. Economic independence is the most important thing. Others follow. And we must empower our people and make sure they are protected from unfair competition and mistreatment by people who do not belong here. And I'm not saying we have anything against investors. We want them to come, but we want them to work with us. And we don't want them to come and destroy the local capacity. And if we don't protect the local capacity and we allow the Chinese to kill the local capacity, they are quoting laws so that our people cannot compete. In another 10 years, when the entire local capacity is entirely destroyed, they will come back now and raise the prices. And there's nothing we shall do because we shall have no capacity. So this bill intends to protect the local capacity. We want them to partner with us so that it's technology transfer. We want our engineers to be parts of these projects. They are coming with everything: engineers, surveyors, plant operators, drivers. Why do you need to bring somebody from China to drive a truck? Why do you need to bring somebody from China to drive an excavator? We have plant operators here in thousands who are jobless. Our people have closed down their shops. There's no business. These guys now have come, they are even hawking. They are opening retail shops. And we want to challenge the Minister of Interior. We want to challenge the Cabinet Secretary, who is very abrasive and who looks very active. All these Chinese who are here doing manual work, where did they get permits to come to this country? Those who are here and they have no business being here, they be put on a plane back to their country. Those who need to stay here, they can stay. Those who have skills that are not available locally. But gentlemen, When the entire local capacity is entirely destroyed, they'll come back now and raise the prices. And there's nothing we shall do because we shall have no capacity. So this bill intends to protect the local capacity. We want them to partner with us so that there's technology transfer. We want our engineers to be parts of these projects. They are coming with everything: engineers, surveyors, plant operators, drivers. Why do you need to bring somebody from China to drive a truck? Why do you need to bring somebody from China to drive an excavator? We have plant operators here in thousands who are jobless. Our people have closed down their shops. There's no business. These guys now have come, they are even hawking. They are opening retail shops. And we want to challenge the Minister of Interior. We want to challenge the Cabinet Secretary, who is very abrasive and who looks very active. All these Chinese who are here doing manual work, where did they get permits to come to this country? Those who are here and they have no business being here, they be put on a plane back to their country. Those who need to stay here, they can stay. Those who have skills that are not available locally. But gentlemen, are you telling me that we have no people who can repair tubes when there is a tire burst? Surely, these people have come too much. This is an invasion.
Seriously, may I tell you, they have come too much. It's an invasion. And that man there in Africa, and they must say other people are coming to Africa more than the African them in the diaspora. That is disappointed. That is disappointing. That is disappointing, my people. That is what the man has said. You have more foreigners is coming into Africa than the Africans them in the diaspora. A serious thing. See? A serious thing, man. Careless Ethiopians going down with Babylon. I tell her. Serious. So, this big suspicion where the whole world under right now, don't take it lightly. Do not take it lightly, my people. Zin? Yeah, man, don't take it lightly. Yeah, some people a laugh and a go on, you know, because them can laugh and go on. Because it's a joke to them. You see me I say? Yeah, man, laugh and go on. Party and everything, man. Nice. Yeah. What you mean? Enjoy the life, man. What you mean? Body not telling you don't enjoy the life. No. Of course, enjoy the life. Zin. But I can't say. And I cannot say the gate man never warning and telling us say, yo, organize and centralize, you know, because what these guys have in store is not the normal things them want to go and buy at the store. You understand? Yeah. No, man, me not, yo. I could then have a bed asleep right now, or, you know what I mean? I do something else. So, me not there, so, for joke. You understand? Me not come here so for joke, virgin. No. So, every word where you hear come out of my mouth, yeah, man, I come from my heart. Yeah. Organize. Centralize. We is the only people that is not organized. Everybody else organized. Everybody else is already organized. Black African people are back against wild thing, you know, no notice, you know. You know why you no notice? Because the old theatrics Zane, and the social media and all of these little things to take on a distract, it just take away on our attention from the real thing, and then when the really blood cleats is a boy, bomb back against the wall. What is going to happen then? That's why enough people don't see it. And feel say, yeah man, IjahStars us come for talk and him want some views on YouTube because him want to get some money off of YouTube and yeah, and him a fake rasta that, and all sorts of something, Yeah, well, alright. Can't say me never tell on the door. Can't say me never tell on the door. See? Can't say when I never hear my voice I tell you, Oh, them Rasta them not deal with nothing. Lie on our blood clot tell. Me I tell you no. Organize and centralize. These are the fire where me I burn. See? Organize and centralize. Black African people. Anywhere you're there. You could have there in the Caribbean. You could have there in Europe. You could have there in Africa. Anywhere you're there. Organize and centralize. This is the right now, my people. Want to feel like want not see in the other rest of country them, and then I see them a show no. So these people, them said them no agree. These are these people, and them said them do not agree, and them a fight. And them you see them a televise and all these type. I don't really know what go on, but if that is the case, that is a sign then for sure you say. If them, I'm a them. If them can burn down this and burn down that and rare and this and that and everything in for them country. I sure no so wanna see what go on in some part in Europe there. Zane. And then a joke thing I go on, And then a joke thing I go on. Garvey said is a universal suspicion. We're in the 21st century now. Garvey talk about this in the 1800s. In the 1800s, my people. Not yesterday. See? All right. All right, Mr. Taylor. All right, Mr. Taylor. You say it. Zane? So, my people, don't get distracted by, because enough people are some trolls, Enough people, they have to distract the energy and thing. Zane? And we can't have the power to stop them from, try to distract the thing. Right, that's all. So, I'm going to just open up on the eye, my people. Zane? Open up on the eyes and take heed. Alright? Take heed. Yeah. Because, as I said, them boy, what them have in store, Yeah, man. Africa, we're supposed to be right now, my people. That's how we're supposed to do. That's out there, sir. Out there, sir. A problem out there, sir. You see them, you see what them are do. Yeah, man, a problem out there, sir, man. Oh no, Ras. I tell you, country, you are a country boy, you are a country girl. Where you be? I don't know. Yeah, oh, you see it? I tell you. I saw them have the place. Have the place away. Yeah, man, some people, I said, boy, you boy, and you want me there, you know? Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not around here, so. Around here, so another place. See me, I say? My people, wanna have 2 years. 2 years wanna have. See? Wanna have 2 years. Remember, I'm telling you, 2 years wanna have. Not 3 years, 2 years. Rasta boy they talk about we have 2 years. How him? What him know? Yeah. The people are 2 years. Then not 3 years, 2 years. Yeah, man. 2 years. You have 2 years for finding yourself in Africa. 2 years you have to find yourself in Africa, blood. Yeah, 2 years. Scamming it make enough people have house and well, see that. Worry yourself, man. Worry yourself. Wait until wait until them type of scamming they cut out. Wait. Go on, man. But they tell you still 2 years. You understand? Right, that's right there. 2 years, my people, so get on the thing together. Get on yourself together. Zane? Yeah, get on yourself together, my people. Because it now got pretty around here. Not going pretty around here. So, I'll play that guy. Hear what that guy has.
Look at our traditional leaders and the slave trade. We blame the whites for the slave trade we went through. We blame the whites that they offended us. They took us as slaves. But let's wait for a minute. Who sold the black man to the whites? Who sold the black man to the whites? Our own traditional leaders. The enemy is not outside. The enemy is within. If we are asking the Europeans to pacify us and also to apologize to us, our traditional leaders must be the first to apologize on behalf of their ancestors for the evil they have done against their fellow blacks. Look at our attitude towards the environment and the destruction of our water bodies. All our river bodies have turned into dark brown. And you know what they said? In the next 20 years, if we don't stop this illegal mining, Ghana, we will import water to drink. Yet we don't care. And Chinese, they will come from their country into our forest, destroy our forest, destroy our land, and illegally mine and damage our waters. How can they come if the traditional leaders didn't give them permission to do that. And in one instance, while they were dead, our military went there to protect them. Our own military that is supposed to protect us rather protected the foreigners to destroy our water and destroy our forests. The enemy is not outside, the enemy is within. If you look at our own systems and structures in our country, we don't have a better system to improve the lives of people. Pastor, I was surprised when I read in China, they had a 10-year vision, and they said from 2011, their vision was that in 10 years from 2011, and 10 years from 2011 will be what year? This year, 2021, that they will raise over 20% of the people to become multi-millionaires. Now in 2021, they have 1.8 million Chinese who are multi-millionaires in China, and they are between the age of 40 to 50 years. Multi-millionaires. The government intentionally decided that they would make sure they will have 20% of the population multi-millionaires. They also agreed that they will make sure that they will lift up the poorest of the poor, and they lifted 100 million people from begging to live a better life. But in this country, in our country, we fight our own businessmen. Our government will fight our business people. When they know that your business is thriving, and they know that perhaps you are not sympathetic towards the running party or the ruling party, they will fight you, collapse your company, and make you poor. When in China, they want to make the people rich. In Africa, we want to make our own people poor. The enemy is not outside. The enemy is within. Look at our African leaders. How much they stole, the money they stole away. We are told in Gambia, Jamaica, he stole $11 million US from his own country, Gambia. Sani Abacha stole between $1 billion to $5 billion out of Nigeria. Hosni Mubarak stole $17 million US in 8 years. The enemy is not outside. The enemy to our own progress is within. Look at our presidents. The presidents who were fighting for our independence, what we did to them. In Togo, the man who fought for the independence of Togo, called Sylvanus Olympio, when Togo got independence, he decided that they would not use the French franc, the French CFA. They decided they will have their own Togo currency. And you know what? They used Iyadema to kill him and to get rid of him. When Olympians wanted to make Togo great, the enemy within, the leaders within, killed him. In Burkina Faso, the man who gave them independence, Maurice Yamago, was eliminated by his own people. When Thomas Sankara came, his own body group killed him and got rid of him. The enemy is not outside, the enemy is within. You look at our own country, Kwame Nkrumah started a new vision to develop Ghana, and who undermined him from within? They threw him out by Kotoka. Today we celebrate Kwame Nkrumah, but their own Judas will damage him. I pray that the man who organized that coup to betray Kwame Nkrumah, and for us to name our airport after him, Kotoka International Airport, I think we should start a national conversation to change the name of the Kotoka International Airport, because as long as that name is, we have endorsed coup, we have endorsed enemies that will fight the progress of our nation. We must change the name of Kotoka International Airport to Kwame Nkrumah International Airport. The enemy is not outside, the enemy is within. We need to ask God to give us a new character. Let's change our behavior and have new values, because the person will be smiling with you, smiling with you, yet he will stab you at the back. How can you have a father who wants to destroy your life? Yet in Africa we have governments that do not want to make the people or improve the lives of the people. When in overseas, their governments have created an environment for every citizen to be better. Why is it that our governments can't think about the welfare of the citizens, and we kill the businesses of our own people?
IjahStars just a chant down Babylon. Him a chant down Babylon. IjahStars a burn down Babylon. Get rid of Babylon.
Get rid of Babylon. No. Yes, my people, so yeah, me just play that enough. Show the eye them say, watch ya. Even though we have other forces a fight, Zane, we also have ourselves a fight against ourselves more while. So that's why it is important that we organize, Zane, we unify. So we don't fight against ourselves. We don't have this internal fight against ourselves. As you hear the virgin, I said the enemy is within. We don't want an enemy in our camp. We don't want to have no compromised people in the camp. So we have to centralize, we have to organize, we have to unify. Because we're back against the wall, you know. Yeah, man, I want to stay there. How much things happen in this area so far? The amount of things. 2021. Yeah. Anybody who are going to do a recap on 2021, may I tell you? Exciting. That for sure they them say, and a joke something I go on, a serious thing I go on. You see me? Serious judgment ball thing I go on. So, don't take what I go on lightly, my people. I want to thank everyone who there with me tonight. I want to say manners and respect. Give thanks to everyone who take the time out for tuning in. You know, and more love and more strength. You see me, I say, yeah, man, Selassie, powers and blessing. Your guidance and protection. Going out, coming in, going out. Yeah. And if for the first time they hear them are tuning in on the platform, they hear them could subscribe. You know what I mean? Yeah, would love to have the item over here. You know, a vibe to, you know, the current, the frequency, the vibration, you know, which is positive. Yeah, the mindset, positive mindset, you know. So we give thanks to everyone. I want to say manners and respect again, you know. More love, more strength. You know, peace and love, you know, 4 wings. Holy Emmanuel, I Selassie, I Jah, Rastafari.